ladies and gentlemen. Today I come with a very sad face because over the week I've had a couple of calls and WhatsApp messages from a couple of people. But one thing I've realized that is seeming to become normal is cross-generational sex. You find a girl calling you and saying, my sugar daddy is chucking me, is no longer providing. I'm like, wait a minute. So what do you want me to tell you? Like, sugar, I love this guy. Why do you love him? Because he's paying my tuition. So where do you see yourself in 2-3 years? I don't know, but I'm enjoying now. Really? Okay, that's why I've today chosen to hold such a face, and I want us to talk about this. If you are tuned in right now, I want you to get involved as well. Numbers running on the screen. All you have to do is, first of all, I'm asking myself, but why are girls feeling comfortable cross-generating relationships with, I want to talk to the girls today. Next Saturday, I'll be talking to the boys, because I've seen boys talking about sugar mummies. Someone is like, sugar mummy. Really? Not me. I'm not doing that for real. And then omulala gamba, a girl is saying, sugar, that's weird to me. So right now on my set is Lamu, super decorated. She is a media personality. She's an artist. I believe, you look like a philanthropist as well.
Yes, I actually am. I am.
All that is her. So I believe you're going to be talking about this from a good moral point of view. And probably.
I don't know. Sometimes I give bad advice.
No, I don't worry about that. I don't think, because you're on radio, people are enjoying you all the time.
Yeah.
All right, let's slide back to the topic. Cross-generational relationships and sex is something that is a social media new normal, if I should say.
True.
But to me, it's really so abnormal, because I wouldn't want to see a 16-year-old girl dating a 60-year-old man.
Yeah.
I don't see no goals connecting.
Yeah.
I've talked to a few girls who give me their reasons that I don't want to judge them for. But from a girl's point of view, why is this so rampant and why is it seeming normal?
I think let me start with why it seems normal. It seems normal because a lot of people are doing it. When more people do something, if we all just decide to start, I don't know, wearing like certain things, if we all start to decide to show up at work in like all of us in suits, it looks normal.
normal.
So I think because lately more people are doing it, and then social media is putting it out there, so it seems really, really normal. That's how things get normalized. The more we do things, that's why we try to stop things before they are normalized. Let's not normalize, because with time it becomes normal, and now it's gotten to that point. Because a few years ago, it wasn't normal. You could not go and call your friend.
How would you?
You couldn't call your friend or you couldn't come and Gaya has parked the car to drop you at hostel. You couldn't. You had to hide it. People tell you, hey, where'd you get this money from? You lie. You say it was your uncle. What? You get? Like, it was not something to be proud of.
Yeah.
But now, it's like
should we say...
it's like it's so normal. People don't care. People go openly on dates. People go on interviews and talk about dating older guys. So it is normal. But you had asked me why I think girls do it. For a lifestyle that they feel like they can't. Working hard is hard. Like right now, I'm exhausted from working. So sometimes it's like you want to choose a softer life.
Quick one.
A quick life. And today's current world is about quick things. Quick ordering on what app
on
to
Jumia,
order for you. Quick ordering on this to quick. People no longer do actual like degrees. They want to do the half shortened degree. Everything is quick. So I think it is a result of our world. Like, you can't say it's one person that started it. You can't say it's one country that started it.
So should we say the world is drumming, we should dance?
Yeah. The world is drumming. We should not all dance.
Okay.
We don't all have to dance because the world
Let's point at a few stakeholders who should take action on this.
I think it starts at home.
Okay.
And I'm glad you actually brought up that question. I think it starts at home because I was actually talking to a family member who was complaining about something in this situation. I don't want to give out too much information, but they were kind of like, well, how can this person do this? How can this person get this? How can this person be in such a relationship? And you know, I was like, you need to remember that this person had issues growing up. They didn't have their parents around. The parents they had neglected them. You see, their real parents neglected them. You know, you can have a parent in your home, but they're neglecting you.
They're not parents.
They're not your parents.
I've had parents who need parenting, rather.
Yes, they pay school fees, they give you food, but they're not your parents. They're not guiding you, they're not loving you, they're not reassuring you as a person. So I think it starts from home. It really, let's not blame governments and what. It starts from home. It starts from
Actually,
home.
the zero unit of government is home,
It's
family,
home.
yeah.
So you have a lot of girls today that don't love themselves because they were never told to love themselves.
They were even never loved by family.
Yes, they were never told that they can achieve anything. They were never told that you can study and get a job, you can fight for your life, you're so smart, you're so intelligent, you're so talented. They were never told that. You know, you can find a good-looking person who has never been told that they are good-looking.
They are good-looking.
You tell them and they're like, you're lying. And you're like, have you seen yourself? So it starts from home.
Okay, let me zero it down to personalize it to you a little bit. I want you to paint me a picture because I have so many girls who say, me and dad, we don't talk.
Yeah.
Me and mom, how do we sit and talk?
Yeah.
Do you have like moments when you sit down and simply jazz with your parents?
Okay. So the thing with me, I am kind of like the last born.
Okay.
I'm the last born at home, and there is an obvious generational difference between me and my parents.
Okay.
My parents are boomers. My dad is 73 and he's alive and healthy. I thank God. He works out.
Amen.
He tries to take care of himself. Mom is younger than dad by a few years, but around the same generation, right? So such parents, it's hard to sit down and talk to them. But for me,
who do you talk to?
For me, I rebelled. I started to rebel recently. I started to like realize that some of our parents, they are not bad people. They are human beings. They make mistakes, you know. But for us to kind of to stop that from becoming generational, so that my kids suffer my trauma and their kids suffer that same thing. We are passing. You know, we're in an African society. Some of the things our parents have put us through are not because of them. It's because their parents put them through that. They never sat down to talk to them. They never called them beautiful. They never did all these things. They never guided them. They would just feed them, marry them off. Finished. So like, for me now, I try to teach my parents, however much I am young and I don't know things about life. Like, I'm not going to go to them like I know everything, you know. But there are some things they can learn from me. Like, sometimes I can tell my mom, Mommy, you don't need to react like this. This and this and this and this. And at first she may reject it, but eventually she's like, you're right. You know, I've ever told my mom about depression. Like, until she understood it. She never used to understand it. And then she actually told me, oh my God, this year I think I went through that. And she was telling me, imagine now I'm the kid, but she was telling me like the roles had reversed.
Oh,
and
that is possible.
I think that helped us a lot. It helped us heal. So now I tell my parents almost everything. There are some things I can't tell them. I don't want to hurt them.
Yeah.
There will always be that. There will always be parents. There will always be that difference. But you can try.
So to what extent on a scale of 0 to 10 does that conversation help to save this situation of cross-generation relationships? I
think it saves like to 90%. And I'm saying 90% because that 10% is for other girls and boys who are just stubborn. You know, someone can be raised well, they can be given all the love, and they still who they choose what they want, which is okay. But I think for most girls, they're not happy in these situations. Most boys are not happy in these situations. They are doing this not because they don't have options. They really don't have.
It's the only option.
It's the only option they see for themselves. You can tell someone, leave this situation, leave it. They don't see any other situation.
I wouldn't want to be the one to give the advice, but again, on the other hand, it's really a very hard question to answer sometimes.
Yeah.
Most especially when someone stands on the ground of saying, this is my only option.
Yeah.
I have nowhere else to look.
Yeah, where am I going to get a car? Where am I going to get an apartment? You know, people come from different backgrounds and they don't see that future for themselves where they work for themselves. Yeah, so they take that
now,
easy route.
There are a couple of youth out there who hate reality.
Yeah.
How do you put up with reality? Because some of your reality could be what they are dreaming to be. Like there are realities that kick in. You're like, okay, now today, my account is 0.
Yeah, I think for me, what helped me was to go back to that place of who am I. So I think for me, I just try to go back to that place of like, who is Lamu without the clothes, without all these things I want. I want fame, I want validation, but who am I when I don't have those things? That means if I don't have those things, I'll be sad. So if I am who I am without all these things, then I'm okay.
You find the happiness.
You find the happiness. And it has really helped me. Like, I cannot stress enough how much it has helped me.
Okay.
Like, it really has helped me so much. Just knowing who you are and loving yourself.
Oh my. It's a heated debate, like I told you from the start, but we're not going to pin anybody, but we're trying to just throw red flags here and there. It is upon you to pick and understand that what you're about to do or what you're doing is about to take you to the extreme, which you don't want to get there. I'm going to flip the script a little bit.
Yeah.
As a very beautiful girl, that's one thing I want to.
Thank you. Thank you.
How do you maintain your beauty? Because some girls say, it's the reason why I need a sugar daddy. You know, I need to do this, I need to do the other. Forget about the other things that come as. Yes.
Okay. Let me see how I can answer this question. Okay, the truth is, in today's world of Instagram and Snapchat and filters, you need money to kind of like exaggerate the beauty. The extensions.
Oh yeah.
You know, the extensions. The shoes, the what. You need money and stuff. And I always tell myself like, oh my God, if people think I'm beautiful now, what happens when I get money? But that's not the message I want to put out there, but it's the reality. Like, on a day where like you have no money, you're stressed, it will show on you. But again, things like drinking water and minding your business also make a Have you ever met a rich person who is so ugly?
We see them on a daily.
You know, like they are not healthy, they don't love themselves, yet they have all the money to go to gym, to change their lives, to take care of their skin, to buy all the hair, but they don't do, because they're just drink water and mind your business. Start from there.
Start from there. That's a starter for you.
Yeah.
2 more questions as we wind up. What is that one thing that you cannot leave house without?
Where am I looking at for answers? What's that one thing I cannot leave the house without? I guess my phone.
Okay.
Yeah, like what?
You can't forget your phone. You always have to have your phone.
I shouldn't forget my phone, because what will I be doing in the world without that? We need our phones, right? We need to know what's happening. We get everything on our phones.
There's no time for going to sit on our computer.
In case there's like a virus spreading around town, you know,
very fast.
I think, and shoes. Oh my God, I should have said shoes. You can't leave your house without shoes.
I was listening to a celebrity who said, he was a man, that as long as he has his expensive shoes, even if he walks out naked.
No.
That's what it does. Okay, finally, on a first date, what would be the turn off for you?
On a first date, I don't like people. I don't like people that kind of that talk badly about women. Like you're dating a guy. Let me tell you a story. It wasn't someone I was dating, but I was kind of like a third wheel. So it was my friend in the middle and the person they were with. And this person starts rambling about, and I had to keep quiet, but I wanted to give them golo in the face. I was so pissed, literally, but I had to respect my friend. I was like, just keep quiet. Not everything is about putting your opinion. But they kept talking badly about women. Like, I feel like those things, why you keep them for the kafunda, like pretend you're on a date with a woman.
Is that a conversation that a dude should never pop up as long as he's in a relationship with a woman?
Yeah, like, if you hate women so much, don't date them. Leave them. They will find people to date them. You know, there are enough women for
everybody. There are even those that get 4, 3, 2, and they still go.
So if you feel like you can't handle them, they are too much for you. Because this guy was saying things like, when we are going to war, who do you call? A man. But I'm like, you know, there are female soldiers. Gaddafi had a whole league of
I've seen bodyguards of the president that are female.
You know? And then he was like, if you need an electrician, who do you call? Like,
man, I've seen
you've
electricians.
never seen female
oh my.
Yeah.
I've seen plumbers that are women.
So I imagine myself like, oh my God, I imagine myself on a date with this person. I would literally never see you again. I'll be like, I eat your food for free.
And
you pay for it, I go.
You leave. No
you
more
never see me again.
Okay, thank you so much, Lamu. Maybe any final words, probably give us a reminder about where these people can actually catch your music, because she has a very beautiful catalog of music that I enjoy. There's that song that I love so much, only that I've forgotten the title.
I know people here at this station, they love.
Yeah. I literally play, I think.
Yeah, they
love. Must be beautiful.
They love beautiful on here.
Keep giving us more music, but tell us where the platforms.
Beautiful. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. Just the way you are. I say you are beautiful. You are beautiful. And you are
beautiful.
Just the way you are.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's good.
So you can find me at Lamu Sounds.
Lamu Sounds.
At Lamu Sounds on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. At Lamu Sounds.
I followed through, though you haven't followed back. I'm reporting you to the people
just
viewing.
Just follow me back again, and I will follow you.
Okay.
We're gonna do this after.
Yeah, after here.
We're gonna follow each other.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming through, and I appreciate.
I appreciate.
All right, let's return just in a bit with a couple of other girls, and we shall be wrapping up on the show. Welcome to my discussion room. It is still the glory of love. Right here, right now with me is Linda and Amanda. So where do we start this whole thing from? I wouldn't want to be the one to ask you, are you in such a relationship? That would sound weird, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So what is your take? I'm sure you have girlfriends who have talked about such relationships before. Or probably they seem to be positive and liking it and stuff like that. What is your take as a person? Let me start with you, Linda.
I feel that for people to be in a cross-generational relationship, it's weird. It's really weird. Like, why would you do that? It's like your father.
America, you're smiling. Someone feel like, okay, if Linda really doesn't like this, she should be serious. Be like, no, I don't.
It's funny.
It's funny.
Like,
what is your limit for age group? Like, say, this is the age group that I can be in a relationship with.
So I'm 19.
Okay.
I'm making 20, so like 10 years.
10 years, a difference of 10 years.
Most.
What about if you really die for this dude and he's more?
How more? How more?
Like 20 more?
Depends. No.
Isn't that when girls begin saying age is just a number?
No. Age is not a number. It's actually something you really have to consider. This person is going to die, and they'll leave you alone.
Amanda,
Yes.
what is your take? Cross-generation relationships, sex.
I would start with I don't judge those who are already in it or those who actually enjoy it.
Okay.
But if I was to take my view of it, I don't think at any one time or for any whatsoever reason I would decide
Okay.
to go in for one.
This is the obvious question, but why are they doing this? The fact that you have friends, you have people you've come across in the relationship, and they seem to be very comfortable, making the abnormal seem normal.
What are some of their reasons?
Well, what pushes people there sometimes is embedded situation.
Exactly.
Because I have friends that did, I wouldn't say it, they had it in their plan or they saw it coming, not really. But because things are not well off at home and then they are into the easy life, go do something small with him. They call them small, you know, they are making abnormal things look normal these days.
Yeah.
They come out with the money, so it's easy money. They find it okay, and it has become something
Like
normal.
a trend, huh?
Some for clout. I need to be seen there. I need to hold an iPhone. Girls do really. Even boys, by the way, these days. Sugar mummies are existing.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. It's unfortunate that today I just want to deal with the girls, and on the next episode I'm going to have dudes only, so that they can explain their side of the whole thing. So let's focus on the girls. On a scale of 0 to 10, while you were in school, how many of the girls were so much into that? Let's look at statistics.
Like 5.
Seroma Christian High School.
Oh yeah.
Very few, but the ones who were there were actually serious.
Yeah.
Very notorious.
They don't hide it, they speak about it.
Exactly.
Some leave school telling you, yeah, he's picking me up today. So, not very
We
many
actually had people who are proud and loud.
What?
about it. Yes.
Okay, can we zero it down to school environment as well? Because there are situations where now you find a teacher-student relationship, which is so thoroughly not good. And you still find girls who are into that at campus and stuff like that for marks and all that. So where does this leave this generation?
I feel like that alone is something that obviously is really there. It's actually there alone, but the teachers have played it down, and the school is also looking. Like, for example, this is a very good teacher. The class has been passing ever since this man started teaching. So what do? They
They don't want to lose the teacher.
They let it slide. So they're not putting it on these teachers. If the students are not here to stay, they just go through the school.
Sure.
And whatever happens to them, but the school is not taking account for it.
So who do we blame?
We blame everybody.
Everybody's to blame.
Everybody.
So let everybody take their cross, please.
Yes.
Stop doing whatever you're doing. It's not such a good thing. Sliding it back to the cross generation, or taking it just globally or all round. One last thing I would want to ask you girls is, you girls are not part of this. We've said that clear. How have you managed to keep yourselves safe? Because you're beautiful girls. You equally want to hold an iPhone, right? How come Mwetemwa Chichi?
I'm holding one.
She's holding an iPhone, and which is not bought by such a person.
Yes.
So what's up? What is saving you?
First of all, we work. We get
You
things
work?
to occupy us.
Okay, you're
So
busy.
We shall not be involved in such things.
And
Second
I don't
thing-
mind the devil's workshop.
Exactly.
You're not a victim.
Yeah.
Okay?
Second thing is that, in other words, like we have goals. We set goals and we know who we are. So we don't look to those people for such things.
Okay.
Yes.
I want you to talk to me about the parents' role. First of all, beginning, I believe maybe your parent could be one of the reasons as to why you're not even thinking about it.
Oh, yes.
Give them the flowers and then talk to the parents.
Okay, yeah, to go to the parenting. At a point, actually, at all points, I don't believe any parent raised their kid for that.
True.
No one raises their kids preparing them for that. So, I have a saying that goes, we were all raised right, but in different ways. It's us that go astray. I don't think anyone ever woke up and wanted to be there.
True.
But
Even the devil was once an angel.
yes, my advice to parents is, yes, of course we are not on the same levels. They are the rich, the mediocres, and of course the needy, and then the fair ones. It's not a balanced world. But one, to the parents, try your best, your very best, to be there for your kids. Personally, it's not really materialistic things that take me up. I don't want you to buy me an iPhone and you don't sit me down to talk to me like a father or a mother. And I get that from school. What's your role? So I take it down to parents should be talking to us about these things, let us know about the dangers. Some people are falling in it probably because they don't know.
Yeah, they're naive.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And to ask the kids, honestly, contentment. Be contented with what you have.
True.
Better is coming.
True.
Personally, I want to thank my dad. Yeah, my dad.
You could say his name and appreciate him more, you know?
Pastor Deo Manje. I would love to thank him because he has raised me to be an independent lady. I hate depending on a man for something.
Not even a boyfriend?
No. I find it very hard to ask for something, even if we are together. So I want to thank him for that. Honestly, I would love to afford my phone. If I can't, he's there.
Would you pay, maybe let me ask you girls this as the final, would you pay bills on a date?
I would.
I actually like spoiling people.
For real?
I feel like it makes me happy. Like, I did that.
These type of girls are rare to find these days. All girls are all like, take away and beda. Any final words to your OBs and OGs, or probably some shout outs as I let you go?
Vote for her, Hannah Karema for Miss Uganda.
That's good.
Do not forget. Hannah Karema, Miss Uganda. That's all I have to say.
Okay,
yes,
shout
Amanda.
out to my family, my friends, my OBs and OGs. Results were back. Those who passed, thank you. Those who didn't get what you expected. Oh yes, we did.
You wouldn't be here, right?
Three of them, full. Principal pass,
Oh my
principal pass.
goodness. So what courses are you planning to do?
I plan on doing business administration,
And you?
majoring in
Marketing.
Yeah. These are girls that dream big, and for you girls out there, I'm just trying to give you an example of what an independent girl looks like and what they can mean to be and how it all starts. They are not so old that you may be thinking that these are young girls who really dream big, who think about their value, and that is what it is about your life. So please, cross-generation relationships. I brought up this topic from a sad note because I don't like what I see. I don't like what I see on television, on social media, and all over. You guys are making the abnormal seem normal. Please, let's keep saying no. Okay, winding up on the show right about now in the interest of time. I see a couple of messages right here and a couple of my friends who've been on the show. Haruna Rajab, how you doing, beautiful girl? Gary Cole, I see you as well on the show. Maggie, I see you. Madrin, she calls herself Madubala. Bill, Bill the stubborn one. Thank you so much for catching the show. Mariam, Maureen, Irene, Deo, Cedric, James, Faith. Oh my goodness, so many people right here texting me messages. Now in the interest of time, I failed to catch to get time to read these messages because the man behind the camera is on my neck saying, Sugar, we have to wind up on the show because it is time up. Now, talking about cross-generation relationships, of course I can't rule it out right now. I'm not God, but at least with the discussions I've been holding with this couple of girls, you can all tell that it is upon you to actually get yourself out of that channel because it's not such a good thing for you as a girl. Well, next Saturday I'm going to be coming with the dudes, and on that day I'll be reading more of the WhatsApp messages because I don't want to leave your opinions outside this. We touch base right now. Catch you guys again next Saturday, but still more coming up for you. Extra love shows on Magic One TV for your #1 entertainment. I remain MC Sugar, the King of Hearts, and I'm out. Mwah.